Hi guys, it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets and welcome to another crafty video. So this video is going to be a sketch challenge, and the sketch is going to come to us from MFT's weekly challenge. Surprise, surprise. And I'm going to be doing some masking techniques. We're going to be using two different stamp sets from MFT called Bundles of Balloons and Safari Party, and we're going to be using some sentiments and some images from both of them. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off a couple different things. I'll show you the card that I did before, and I don't love it. I like some of the way it came out, but some of it I'm not really sure about, because I think I cut too much of the balloons out of there, and we're going to use a couple different colors. But so this is kind of the idea that I was going for, but I'm going to try to execute it a little bit better this time. So we are going to actually move this up a little bit. We're going to the first sentiment is going to start here. Then we're going to do, this one's pretty much going to go all the way across. And I kind of only want these strips to be the same size as the sentiment, not much bigger. So just so that it has a little bit of a cutout. So if you notice that on the other one, that's not the way it really worked. So I want to try to do a little bit better this time. So let me just quickly, the sentiment in the middle I know is going to be fine. This sentiment I'm not sure about. Let me just see how long these sentiments are. Let's Celebrate You. That's like almost perfect. And then bring on the balloons. That's pretty good. That's about as good as it's going to get. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take and put the bear on here and just see where he's going to lay. So I kind of want the balloons all to be at the top. But then I'm going to put his top hat about here, and we're going to stamp the top hat first. And I was going to do a mask, but forget it. It's actually easier just to wipe away a little bit of this because there's really not that much to mask off. So we're going to be using white Distress Oxide or Distress Ink and Picket Fence. This is their white, and we're just going to stamp the hat down. So when you stamp the hat, you just want to be really careful. Actually, when you stamp all of these, you want to be really careful. You don't want to smash it down because then the ink will spread out and it won't give you a nice crisp line. So that was actually pretty good. So I think that we're just going to stamp that one once. And then I'm going to just make sure that I use the colors of Distress Oxide that actually really worked well. So that would be the Mermaid Lagoon. Let's see, the Mermaid Lagoon was just okay. The pink, the peacock feathers, the worn lipstick worked really well. The Wilted Violet worked really well. The orange and the yellow did not, and neither did the green. So we're kind of just going to do those colors. Mermaid. The mermaid was okay. We'll see if we need that color. But I think that maybe I'll make this card just a little bit easier. And we're just gonna kind of place a lot of these balloons around. And I want them to kind of be partly hanging off the sentiment, but I also want at least one balloon to be full so that you can see that that's what they really are, balloons. This one to go through both sentiments. This one to just be kind of at the very end here. Just want to spread them out a little bit. I don't want to do too many balloons. Right now, let's try that for right now. I'll go back and put more balloons on there. So these masked off pieces are where the sentiments are going to go. I'm going to ink these up. We're just going to do one at a time because I found that to be a little bit easier, is to just stamp one at a time. So that one was pretty good. That one did a pretty good job stamping. So I'm going to wipe this one off. And then we're going to go on to, so that was Wilted Violet Distress Oxide. And then we're going to go to the pink, which is the worn lipstick. I'm not sure if it's the stamps or the ink itself that was giving me such trouble. But we'll find out. So this is the worn lipstick Distress Oxide. That looks really pretty. So we'll clean that one off. And then this is just kind of how you go. Just keep going down the row. And let's see. This one we'll do peacock feathers. Maybe we'll do a little bit of the mermaid. So, because I think that the mermaid the Mermaid Lagoon was okay. Wasn't great. It gave a little bit of a splotchy image, but that might have just been, like this one's giving a splotchy image too. So I think it might be because of the washi tape where it bubbles up on the stamps, because I really haven't used these stamps before. This is the first time that I'm using all of this stamp set. So again, you want to put a little bit more pressure on these ones, especially the ones with the washi tape, but don't smush them down because you don't want the ink to go outside of the image and you'll get a distorted image. Okay, so those ones. Then maybe I want to do another, let's do, yep, should do a purple balloon down here, so that's kind of, let's do, kind of goes here. So I don't want too many balloons on here. There'd be too many images, but I just kind of want to give it, I feel like that purple, we didn't get a lot of the purple on here. So let's do one more purple, and then I will show you how I kind of inked up the bear so that it's not, so that you don't have to mask it off. Okay, so there's all the balloons. I'm not sure how much you can see these. I know they're on dark cardstock, and I know that it's on a black piece. Sorry, I just kind of wanted to show you this technique, kind of walk you through this, because I thought this was different than, because usually I would look at that sketch and I would say, oh, I have to put pieces of cardstock or stamp borders or things across there. And then it just came to me that I said, what if I just put washi tape across it to hold that off, to mask it off, and then we can put the sentiments there. So something a little bit different. So I just want to take these pieces off real quick. And what we could do is actually, if I put this back on, we could actually, it shouldn't be too hard to do, so just line the balloons right up. And actually, I think what I'm going to do, which I didn't do in the other ones, is put strings on these. So that'll hopefully help with the balloon images. So I'm just going to start picking out string for the balloons. And these ones are going to be a little bit more difficult, so I think that we're just going to do them without the stamping because it's a little hard to actually get them to line up and stay straight on here. So I'm just going to take the distress ink and ink up the image, and hopefully enough of it will get inked up that it'll give a good impression on the first one. There you go. That's pretty cool. So I'll do this one for this as well, because the bear is going to be over here. I want to do probably smaller ones for these images. So what you can do is only ink up part of this. I kind of do a short, like I think that I only want to do a really, really short string for this one. So I really only want to ink up a teeny tiny part of it because the bear is going to be there. Now that might actually go into the image, I'm not really sure. We're gonna have to see about that. Hopefully I just didn't mess that up. Oops, that's a little bit off, but it's fine. It's not that noticeable. You can actually take a white gel pen and connect the line if you'd like. It's kind of hard to do this upside down. There we go. So now let's see about the bear image. So what I want to do, yep, that's going to go right into the bear. It's going to go right through his balloon, but that's fine. I'm not really going to worry about it. Not going to stress about it. So put the bear down and okay, so really I'll just ink up the entire thing. And then I just know that at the top of his head, the very, very top of his head, I'm just going to have to wipe off a little bit of this. I'm just going to have to wipe off right here, right between his ears, and we will stamp him down. And then what you can do is go back in and color his hat in and do that kind of stuff. It's almost perfect. And you just need like a little bit on this side and a little bit on this side. Let's see. I might have put too much on there. That's okay. It's fine. It's not gonna bother me at all. Okay, so let's pull these off and let's get ready to stamp the sentiments on here. And we're gonna stamp all 3 of them at the same time. Just carefully take this one up because this one is stickier than the other guys. So now I'm gonna wanna make sure when I stamp these sentiments that they're going through the balloons. So this one is right here, so that's gonna go right through the center of that balloon. This one is, Let's Celebrate You is the first one. No, that's this one here. So do this here, just line it up so it kind of goes through the sentiment, and then the top one is Bring on the Balloons. Okay, so we're gonna line this up. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna take that Picket Fence Distress ink and we're just gonna ink this up. Again, you're not going to push down really hard on this because if you do that, it will cause the ink to go all over the place. And I don't think I lined my sentiment up exactly straight, but we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. You can always take markers and color in the, or colored pencils and color in the bear on this because I think those look really cool. Oh, Celebrate didn't really get stamped. I don't know if it didn't get inked up. Okay, let's do the Let's Celebrate You. Let's ink that one up again. And again, I'm not going to push down really hard. I'm just kind of going to go over it a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back in with the bow tie and we're going to stamp the bow tie on the bear. I don't know why Celebrate is just not, it's just not. There we go. Cool. And then let's do this. And then the last thing that we're going to do is I'm just going to use the stamp block again to stamp the bow tie on the bear. So I think that I'm going to stamp it in pink just because we don't have a lot of pink. We have that full pink one, but it's like 2 kind of shades of blue and then 2 purples. So let's give the bear a little pink bow tie. Again, not pushing too hard. There we go. Now he's got a nice pink bow tie. So I'm going to show you the card real quick, and I think it looks cool that the sentiments have gone through the middle of the balloons, and now with the strings on there, it looks more like balloons rather than this one. This is the original one that I did. This is the one that we just completed in this video. So you can see this one's like a little splotchy. This one has more colors to it, but I think I like this one better. And then I think I'm just gonna go back in with some colored pencils and color in some of the bear and the balloon so that you can't see that string. Like the string is more muted, kind of like the string is behind the balloon. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.